Interstate 88 Eastern. Yeah. Alright, let's take a look at the Eastern I-88, which I consider maybe the leastern 88, although it is definitely the much more beautiful I-88. I-88 began construction much earlier than the Western I-88 was signed, but it was not completed until 1988, whereas the Western one became I-88 all in one fell swoop in 87, so I consider this the newer one. I know I'm splitting hairs here, but it is a beautiful road, and we will definitely see that. So I-88 goes from Binghamton to roughly the Schenectady or Greater Albany area. It mostly is in the mountains, kind of the upper end of the Appalachians, so it's a pretty beautiful road all the way through. You're watching Control City Freak. This is the YouTube channel where we talk about interstate highways and the places that they're signed to go to. If you dig this kind of content, why not give us a like? And if you really are into it, go ahead and subscribe. Yeah, subscribe or tell a friend. Okay, first we are going to talk about eastbound I-88. So we're starting out in Binghamton a little before I-88 starts. We see North 81 to I-88 for Syracuse and Albany, here when 81 is meeting 86 on the outskirts of Binghamton. And then when 81 and 86 split after being concurrent for a short time, we see 86 heading for Corning and North 81 to I-88. So they do a good job at signing I-88 throughout Binghamton when it's not actually there. Much better than the Quad Cities do with their I-88. Here is the actual split berth of I-88. It is signed East Albany, coming off of 81 for Syracuse. At an early random interchange, we don't get Albany listed, we get Oneonta, which is one of the bigger cities that 88 itself actually passes through, and it looks like a beautiful town. Here we are on East 88, mile 21, and I should note that the actual exits we see are not matching the mileage signs. Like everything else in New York, they are going with ordinal exits rather than mileage-based exits, which, as we say, is not awesome. Beautiful view right here of the Catskills, that general area. And also I'm showing this to show you this is where a mileage sign should be based on, usual patterns, but this road is really stingy about mileage signs, so we don't have one here. At another random interchange, we see it is Albany 102. And further down the road, we get Albany 72, Cooperstown 22. So going this way for Cooperstown as well. 88 is the closest interstate to Cooperstown. Here is the Cooperstown exit 17, although Cooperstown is dead to me. I will hardly acknowledge it at all. Yeah. The Baseball Hall of Fame could have inducted Buck O'Neil in 2006 when he was still alive, but didn't for reasons. And they finally righted that wrong recently, but they can't bring him back from the dead to actually participate, so no. Baseball Hall of Fame, ugh. Finally, a mileage sign. These are really hard to find on I-88. So we see Albany 65 on this one. I skipped ahead toward where we're meeting I-90, so we have 7 for Rotterdam and Schenectady, and 90 toll Buffalo Albany, 1/2 mile. Here is our interchange, so we have 90 West Buffalo and 90 East Albany, with lanes favoring the eastbound Albany, and we also see a 2 I-87 there, so that makes sense, because I'd imagine most traffic probably is heading to Albany. Buffalo would be a little out of the way. And on that ramp to I-90, we get East 90 to 87. We're actually not on I-90 yet. We are on a ramp. There is no 88 end sign, so we will turn around and we will go westbound. Here we are in the Albany area. We've got this interchange of 90 and 87. I talked about that in the I-87 video. It's pretty weird and confusing. So we see North 87, East 90 for Albany and Montreal, West 90 Buffalo. but we don't get any signs for I-88 on this sign here. However, as we get closer at a random interchange, we do get 90 East Albany and 2 I-88 this way, and then 90 West Buffalo the other way. Here is our actual exit off of I-90, so we get 88 and 7 for Schenectady and Binghamton. 7 is going to Schenectady, 88 is not. And also, why no overhead sign for an interstate? That's weird. At this interchange with Highway 7, we see West 88 Binghamton, and going the other way, you just get a 90 shield because 88 is going to be dead-ending into 90 very shortly there. And Oneonta 58, Binghamton 117, that's about as good of a mileage sign as you could hope for on this road with the most important places that it hits. At random exits, though, it is 88 West Binghamton. Did I mention that 88 is a beautiful road? Looks fantastic here. It's under construction, so we got some two-way traffic, but these are, in fact, the westbound lanes. We aren't going the wrong way. It's this car is driving east on the westbound lanes because of the two-way traffic. And at this interchange, we get Oneonta 20 and Binghamton 77, Albany for the other direction. Here's our exit for Oneonta, so pretty much our most significant exit along the whole way, and it is not overhead sign worthy. And here we get Binghamton 57 if you turn right to go west. Again, beautiful road on I-88, just really stunning views, and I definitely would like to drive it sometime. I've never been on this road. Much like anywhere in upstate New York, I've never been on this road in any capacity. For a while, we go along this river as we come into Binghamton, so kind of a junior version of the Columbia River Gorge on I-84 with this scenery here. And after crossing that river, we meet I-81 north for Syracuse and south for Binghamton. And we have I-86 put up there as well, so they mention 86 when 86 isn't there. So, well done there, good signage. And here is where we default on to South 81 toward Binghamton. Nice view from this flyover as well. Alright, let's talk about Todd's the way it should be for Eastern I-88. This one's real simple. I'm going to say eastbound it should be Albany, westbound it should be Binghamton, and for the most part, that's exactly what it is. Alright, thank you so much for watching this quite short episode of Control City Freak. Don't worry, we've got some very, very long ones coming soon. I-90's on the horizon. Whew. But I hope you've enjoyed this, and we will be back with I-89 soon. So, until then, my name is Todd, and keep on truckin'.